is this, rush hour? Jeez. It's like noon on a Thursday. I don't get it. My talking set the dogs off at the doggy daycare. Sorry. I must need to tighten the handlebars. Afraid of crushing them though. I think the bolt's greased. I don't think anything else is greased. I don't think it's the stem. So my last ride, the seat was too high. I don't know if that's because I moved it back more recently or what. Could have been high for years for all I know. It's funny all the problems I have on this bike because for years I couldn't get the seat high enough on my bikes. Amazon's really helped with that, with the easy to get aluminum longer seat posts, you know. It's great. All right, now I gotta get on the road here. Anyway, I lowered it a full centimeter, I think, just maybe 8 or 9 millimeters, but pretty much a centimeter. And it doesn't feel, I look down, my legs are going pretty straight still, but it feels better. It's definitely not on the low side. It's either perfect or needs to come down a couple millimeters still, but okay, I need to shift some stuff. I'm a good shifter. I'm just doing a short ride today. Okay. I had this big ride planned, but let's make sure no one's blowing this. Guess we're going this way. I had a 64-mile jobby planned for today. Well, planned for this week. And anyways, I called it off because I've been stressing over it and the weather wasn't cooperating. And it would require me to ride home through Purdy again. It's not like I'm afraid of that, but you know what? Fuck it. I don't have to. And I also go through Gorst. Gorst is the worst place to ride a bike in this state. I'm sure of that. Looks like going backwards on the freeway, but it's great. Sorry, buddy. And there's a guy behind me. Hi. don't like to signal I'm on the brakes. I like to hold on. So this road's steep, but there's if your brakes go out, you can survive. Well, if you can make these corners. See if you can survive that down here. I'll show you. I don't think there's a right here. Yeah. You can just coast up here. And this goes for plenty long. But yeah, I had on a mountain bike, I had my brakes go out of that hill. And I was able to slow down with the rear brake, but the rear brake can't dissipate as much energy as the front. I think that generally they're smaller. I think that is the case on my bigger mountain bike. My old one are the same size, they're just terrible though. So I'm gonna go back to my original plan. I'm just gonna continue detouring here. I don't want to scare that guy hopping out of nowhere. I don't know. Big ring doesn't make a lot of sense, but stay right there for now. Yeah, so anyways, the front brake, I don't know what happened. It didn't catastrophically fail. I think it was so low that one of the pads popped out for a second. It started screaming at me. But yeah, that hill, make sure your brakes work. Everybody's in a hurry to get to the light. Sidewalk time, maybe, huh? Whew. Might as well try backwards the whole way, huh? Dirty shoulder over here, though. There's only a couple driveways on the left. One's at this light. Okay, well, they're doing construction on that side. Hey, I'm rolling with it. Better than Gorst. These people are only going 20, not 70. I do hate riding on the wrong side of the road, I will say that. So there's this driveway and there's a neighborhood. Getting out of the big ring. buddy. Nice little break, Jesus. This is the last driveway here, so just 3, really. If it's not clear, driveways are the dangerous part about being on the wrong side of the road. I mean, the closing speed's worse, but what I'm going 5 miles an hour, so. Muggy today, it rained last night. We're rolling into a mild heat wave. Now, I like being on this side of the road for this intersection. That's why I thought it was worth staying over here. Still no driveways. There's a couple coming up though. Gravy, gravy. Somehow I think our Park Service owns this deal here. I don't know what the fuck it is, I can't remember. And their headquarters is up this next road on this little business development here. Kind of weird. That looks like a tow truck. I'm going to Hunt Street. I'm tired of this hill on the left. The one thing I always liked about having bikes on the rack is if your car breaks down, you just ride your bike. It'll be so nice when we just have reliable electric cars that don't have a bunch of fucking mechanical issues. I don't think they're there yet. I think they have plenty of issues. But the problem with most new cars, electric included, is if the car decides to die, generally you can't fix it. And so with my like 88 Saab 900 SPG, when it dies, leaves me on the side of the road, I can figure out what the problem is, for sure. Once I know what the problem is, I immediately know if I can fix it or not, and whether I want to fix it there or fix it at home. And so in 15 minutes, you know, you can generally get to a place of knowledge, instead of having to tow your car to a dealer or a Tesla service center and not know if you'll ever see it again. I think that's another reason to buy, like, I've always wanted a Tesla. I wanted a Model Y. One of the steel body ones. The steel frame, I mean. But if you buy an F-150, electric F-150, fuck, you can just go into the dealer and play dumb. Drive one of their loaners. I'll probably still have cars at home, you know. But with Tesla, it sounds like it's a nightmare. Get the service all sorted out. With Ford, you can just have the thing AAA to the dealer and put the key in the key drop and fucking leave. It's probably the only advantage to a dealer network. Need to go on the wrong side of the road again. Hope those blackberries aren't too crazy. See, this is the... Thank you. Should probably go after that road next time. Because normally the only line of driveway here is the vet, right here. All right, blackberries. Let's see. Yeah. Oh yeah. I like it though. I like cheating. I can't see the oncoming that good, but I can see behind me pretty good. I'll keep it in the small ring because we're going to be going up by the phone company. Couple minutes. Oh yeah, it's good gear. Probably going quicker once we get sort of halfway down. Oh, I don't know. For some reason I thought it was downhill this way. We don't have a lot of flat roads, and so the ones that are kind of flat, kind of forget which way it favors. This is one of my shorter loops. I did it on the single speed once or twice. Just gonna go by the phone company and then go down Swede Hill without going all the way around to Wood Hill like I normally do. I got a mountain bike to work on when I get home, so just trying to test this bike out again and make sure I'm still alive. See how I'm doing in the mild heat. I'm alright. I don't know how I'll do in the 90s though. It's nice out here though. Nice and slow now. Definitely going uphill. Pintail Loop. I think we'll leave it here until we get over to the hill. I'm gonna be in a medium gear at that stop sign. I weed whacked like 3 days ago and I still feel it. That's another reason why I didn't want to ride earlier in the week. Come on, red car. There you go. Perfect. I don't know, it's squeaking. Must be a car behind me. I don't think it was me. Yeah, I don't like the bars creaking. I always hated that. riding over here, man. There's just too many pops and clicks. Nice and smooth though. Alright, I can't do it. Too many things I'm seeing. Maybe we'll follow this back over, I don't know. There's just too many sparkles and shit over here, man. So paranoid. I definitely waffle because I want to be out of the way. Especially when I'm going slow, my brain tells me to get over. But I don't like flat tires, that's for sure. Get some air. This is like a good compromise here on the smooth stuff. This side of the tar line. The chip seal. Usually the inside of corners are swept better by the cars that go by as they cut, so this should be cleaner until I get to the driveway. So I was thinking I want to ride the single speed to the Banner Forest and like cut through it on the service road all the way and then ride back home. Be fun. I just didn't feel like doing that big today, and I wanted to ride this bike, see how the seat adjustment went. It seems good. I do feel heavy in the seat. I don't think it's the adjustment, I think it's my fitness level. I really need to be riding 3 days a week. I just can't afford to be, even if it's shorter loops. I think that when I try and shoot for the longer rides, it has a negative net effect. I gain weight. because I'm eating like a cyclist still. I'm not riding 3 days a week anymore. And your fitness level sort of wanes. So I should probably stop shooting for larger mileages. Unless I have something in mind I need to work for, you know. Well, my big crazy goals this year are mountain biking stuff. I think that the 3 days a week thing, even if it's only 20 miles a day, is probably better for that when I'm doing road stuff. Ooh, a little elevation here. I wonder if Nitto Stem publishes a torque for that bar clamp bolt. It's a big honking Allen. I think I just used my multi-tool for it when I put it on. Get my full-size torque wrench on there though. You can mountain bike through here too in these bushes. Just park on both sides. Might be fun to ride out here and do that on an actual mountain bike. I still have that older tire on it, on the 29er. I could come from the backside and go through. I don't know. There's a neighborhood you can cut through too. Yeah, I don't know. Probably easiest to go to Sehmel Park, main entrance, and cut all the way through that and get to these that way. Still want to minimize the pavement miles, you know. This tire's not going to last forever. The new one looks good. I got it out and inspected it. I wasn't, you know, I've heard bad things about buying tires and just waiting to put them on mountain bikes. You got to check them out right away. They might be bad. I don't remember that being a thing, so I don't know if COVID fucked up everything. Probably. Oh my, something squeaks when I start going on this thing. What the fuck is that? Could be the front brake. I don't think so. I don't know. Sounds like it's the front wheel to me. It's Doesn't make any sense. I can't tell. Maybe it's when I let go of the brake. Oh, maybe it's that fraction of a second. I don't know. I can't remember what happened. I don't know why the bike would squeak when I start going. Could be the rear brake, but I never touch it. I know it works on this bike. It doesn't work that well on my other red bike, smaller one. All right, here we go down Swede Hill. I think it's impossible to actually get a run at this main climb here. I mean, whatever, you could charge this like a fucking Olympian, I suppose, because I'm probably going 10 right now, maybe 12. So if you were really, we're not going 33, that's some other guy. But then maybe you could get into this. It isn't that tall. But for me, it just kind of robs any advantage I got before I get to it. I don't know. Yeah, you'd have to just be an Olympian sprinter. And it'd probably seem easy. Really explosive momentum, you know. I will sit and spin. All right, that's it for the gears. Bars are going crazy. Hopefully they stay on there. Squeaking. Why are we squeaking? You do that to traffic. Must have been a car honking at the truck for cutting. I just say thank you to everybody. Look at a thank you or a fuck you. Yeah, we got a squeak. I should probably take a look at the back wheel. Might be hitting the brake if it's not true. And when I'm hearing, it must be the front. When I crank, it must be the front. It's on the stop, I think. So it must just not quite be high enough. It's alright. I don't want to throw it over. It's doing fine. Oh, I should have brought the computer. Aside from that detour, we're doing pretty good. Here, so sometimes I'll take a picture of the computer and like never look at it again, ever. That's why I just took it off. Fuck it. It was rattling anyway. Obviously, it's important when you're commuting, especially if you have bus routes or ferries or whatever to catch. And you can get in rhythms where you just hit the same light every day in the same sequence. If you're on the same average. You're good, man. I think I surprised that guy carrying my momentum there. Guy behind me turned right. I think he got surprised too by me slowing down so quick. I thought about putting a camera under the seat. I don't know if you can do picture-in-picture with FFmpeg. But really, if you think about it, the one under the seat you'd only need if there was something that happened. And it's worth making a narration video there anyway. I'm not impressed with the options right now. I think we're in this little middle area where we had some good ones, but they're all sold out and no longer in production. And I don't know if it's a chip shortage or what, but I want one of those bullet-shaped ones. I want it, you know, the ones that continuously record. But I mean, they just need to have some basics. They need to be able to use big cards and shoot 4K if I want, and have good image stabilization. And it's too much to fucking ask, apparently. But yeah, it'd be great to just set it and forget it under the seat. Buy a couple extra brackets so all the bikes have the bracket. There was one option that looks good, which is the camera / blinky light combos. But I like my super flash so much. I think the 2 AAA format for a big fucking 1 or 2 watt blinky light is a good format. Very nice, light weight. I like the Super Flash. But I bought 3 of them because I can't afford them now. Fuckers are 60 bucks or something crazy. I probably scoffed at the price when they were 19 or whatever. I think inflation will come down though. We started drones delivering packages, and everything will balance out. We'll have a reasonable interest rate at the Fed for once this century, and I think we'll figure it out. I think all these fucking naysayers about the depression is coming recession, it's crazy. And even if there is a little recession, like you could say we're in one now, it isn't like the last two. It doesn't have some fundamental crisis underlying it. It's just supply chain issues, but we had decades of mismanagement in supply chain. And I was one of the people saying it's all fucked up. And so, like, this is just a little bit of reaping what you sow. It's not a recession. People are building houses, everything's still thriving. Just a bunch of stupid managers never fucking listen. Now they gotta learn by the numbers and they'll forget again in 5 years. Read Deming, motherfuckers. The book's called Out of the Crisis. It's fitting. Get it on Kindle. You don't want that one on Audible. It's got too many figures and shit. But that hill was just nothing today. I haven't even had a snack. You can get the New Economics on Audible. That's a good one. This isn't like new shit. That book came out like 1993 or something. I remember writing managers emails about impending supply chain collapse before COVID. And I'm talking like the building across the street from mine appeared to be experiencing a supply chain collapse. And I was just kind of scratching the surface of quantifying that when the only higher up that would really pay attention retired. But yeah, it's the same managers, like it's the same school of thought. You know, Harvard MBA, middle management, picking their favorite fucking people off either off the street or off the floor and having them toe the line. And it's the same problem all across the country. It's just that I had seen it in specific instances in the aerospace industry. Howdy. It's probably the same guy I saw earlier. It's your one chance, car. Thank you. This damn cable. It's the only place it can really be. It can be more straight up, I guess. I could probably rig that up with zip ties. I think on my other bike I have it like underneath the bracket for the light. But that bike, the rear brake hardly works. It's like only fucking case of last resort. It kicks back when you use it. And I haven't been able to fix it. I've tried for years. I think I need to just get a whole other brake assembly. I think I was saying before, I need to use the one that has the extra bracket for the reflector because it helps keep it from twisting. I think I have one too. I mean, it works, it slows the bike down, but I do worry in a panic stop if it would blow the rear tire out or not. I mean, a panic stop where your front brake just broke. That kind of panic stop. Because then you're going to use your adrenaline to clamp that rear one. It won't go in the spokes, I know that much. It'll throw the back of the shoe into the tire. Which I suppose in that kind of an emergency, you know, it's better than nothing. And that bike is already not going to be serviceable at that point. You're going to have to fix that front brake before you ride it again. The only bike I would ride without a front brake is a mountain bike. So on a road bike, I would either take the rear cable and redo the front with it, and then tie the excess in a big knot or something. Or I'd be walking / calling AAA. Mountain bike though, I don't know. I'm unlikely to take the rear brake apart on a mountain bike to fix the front. I think I'd probably go slower and dismount on any shaky downhill stuff and use the rear brake and my feet to like keep us under control. I did notice on the bike packing rig it helps a lot to use both brakes, but it's really sketchy if you get in the habit and come into a corner and use the front brake on a mountain bike. If you forget, they can throw you outside of the corner. I'm too high to here. One more. This way. There we go. I almost didn't see that kid. I'm not really wired for seeing people on the side of the road. I'm nearsighted and I just don't put the effort into it. I think that's what it's always been. My brain just kind of knows it's not a threat, and since I don't see that well, it doesn't want to use the energy to look that hard. It's not, I mean, it's a big problem in cars because I really don't want to hit people. I just honestly don't see them. It's scary sometimes. The station wagon I've been driving to school lately, I'm really good at going slow in it. And so it helps me out. It's got a nice cruise control. It has a plus minus button on it. I just get to the freeway and zone the fuck out. Go about 56 to 58 miles an hour. Lots of dead gardener snakes today. You know, I went years without seeing a gardener snake in my house, and I've seen about one per year since COVID. But I would expect to see more. I don't get it. Especially all the frogs around my house. You think they'd be eating like crazy. We have a lot of cats though in the neighborhood. 3 at my house. The cats don't really. I haven't seen the cats kill any that I remember. I stepped in one in an accident that was sunbathing. I felt fucking terrible. I threw it where the cats couldn't get to it, and it wasn't there later. But you know, it was writhing in pain, and like, I mean, if I want to kill a snake, I don't feel bad about killing a snake, but it was just laying there in the sun and I stepped on it. I felt bad. Normally when I kill an animal, it's motivated by a disgust mechanism, and it's usually a raccoon or a mouse or something, you know, that well, the mice we just put down the toilet normally if they're not all the way dead. Now there are mercy killings are tougher, like when the cats have a baby rabbit. Now my old dog would just eat it and it'd be over. Two bite snack of bunny, of even moderate size. But his brother, the dog we have now, the other one died. Younger, this one's old, but they're brothers. He's got more of the bird dog in him. And he'll just hold it in his mouth and not kill it. And so between the cats and him, Bunny just lives this long life of terror. And then we have to kill it, you know. That's kind of hard, but you know you're doing the right thing. But yeah, the ones that are motivated by disgust, I don't feel anything, man. There was one raccoon though that we have problems with raccoons, you know. We have chickens and cats, so we gotta, I've talked about this before, but they're shoot on sight. It's just the way it goes. Howdy. I don't have good enough eyesight to see if people are nodding at me or whatever, but I feel like no one's saying hi to me today. I'm only intellectually insulted. It's just funny, like, why wouldn't they say hi? But anyway, this one raccoon, I shot it in the eye and it fell out of the tree, and that's normal. That's what I normally get them away from whatever they were doing, chickens or whatever, you know, and get up the nearest tree, then shoot them in the eye. That's the plan. It takes forever sometimes, but fell out of the tree and they do their little death rattle. And it went exactly like I'd seen before. You know, they fall like a sack of potatoes, they seizure. But this one didn't die when that happened. I've never seen that. And it started screaming like an infant child. Like it activates that circuit in your brain. Like the cats or screaming rabbits or anything that, you know, they try and, it's some sort of mammalian adaptation to try and get a second of mercy so they can escape or whatever. And Jesus, I thought the neighbors would think I'm out here murdering some child. And so I'm over there putting pellets in this motherfucker as fast as I can before the neighbors are opening their windows. Oh man. So the Department of Fish and Wildlife has a guidance page on how to dispatch small animals like baby rabbits and squirrels and shit. I always think these government sites are hilarious because who the fuck is gonna hold a squirrel and try and break its neck? Like, that squirrel is gonna be all over your ass. I don't know what I would do with a squirrel. Hopefully it was in a cage that would fit in a garbage can and I could drown it. But they tell you to break the neck. Come on! I don't think he had a turn signal on either. I can't really track stand that well, but I don't know if I just did or if I was moving very, very slowly. I try and move slow. So anyways, they tell you what like vertebrae to grab and the kind of motion to do to break the neck, you know. And so with this baby rabbit that the dog and cats wouldn't kill, I like tried that. I was like, all right, hold it here, hold it here. And I pulled the fucking head off. Like, I was just trying to break its neck, and all of a sudden its head was in my hand. So there's the tip, folks. Just rip the fucking head off and it's dead. I don't know. But that's a little rabbit. It isn't going to hurt you, you know. It was already dying. It just was being tortured to death by our playful animals. Oh god, this construction, I forgot about that. This is really the best way to get back to my neck of the woods though, or else you gotta ride up that stupid huge hill. Oh fuck. This is not good. Oh Jesus. I hate this hill enough as it is. slow enough? Thank you. Thanks. Well, that's a record pace on that section. Fuck me. Alright guys, we go home and eat some carbohydrates or something. See you later.